And hello, everybody. Welcome to WD Carousel of Podcast. My name's Crystal.
And I'm Ian.
And today we are here to tell you a little bit about ourselves.
Right, exactly. you may be on Patreon going, wow, who are these people and what's going on right now? And, you know, we started this project about a year ago, or a little over a year ago.
Over a year ago. It was initially started as a way for you and I to just talk about Disney because we love it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think this would go anywhere. And we did it primarily just for us. We love talking about Disney. And Ian was just like, well, we should be recording this.
Right.
So that's what we started doing.
Basically, it was just us, our own kind of catharsis. And then we were like, let's see if anyone else cares. And people have been listening. And that still shocks me to this day.
I am amazed at the amount of people that we have following us and supporting us and really caring about the topics that we bring up.
Yeah.
Because we talk about everything Disney too. We're not just parks people. We're not just movie people. We're not just news people.
Right.
We really just love every aspect of Disney.
We like to just take on a topic that we find interesting that week and just go for it. And that's, I think, what makes it so much fun is because we don't follow anything besides it just has to be related to Disney, and that's basically what we do. Yeah,
we've talked everything from background stuff. So we did an episode on the first black animator of Disney. We've done the ink and paint department.
Yeah.
I know that we want to talk about the 9 Old Men.
Yep.
We've done park stuff, closed rides.
Yeah, abandoned
current
things.
Rides,
yeah.
Park exclusive characters. We've talked about movies. We've talked. I've introduced Ian to different movies.
Different movies that I hadn't seen.
And we've played the game. Ian, what is that movie? And what was the plot?
What was the plot of Robin Hood? I'm like, I don't know. But it's a lot of fun. The things that we kind of gone back and forth on to different stuff, and it's come to this kind of wide variety of things we'll cover, and it's been a lot of fun to get involved with.
We've also included ways to help assist you in discovering Disney yourself. Things like finding new movies, or so you want to go to the parks, what are the things you should prepare for? Right. And we have a whole series about that. We did a series comparing the best rides, and now we're on the best shows.
Yes.
And so you can really know when you go down there where to focus your attention if you want. Now these are obviously our personal opinions.
Absolutely.
But it's a joy to share this and talk about this every week.
Absolutely. Now let's get into why we're talking to you on Patreon instead of just our podcast. Because right now, since we've gotten to this point where we've had a miraculous number of people who have been following us and going on this kind of community with us, we decided that we want to take that a step further. And kind of create an even bigger sense of community, and so the Patreon kind of serves two different purposes.
Yes,
it'll be a community base for our people to kind of our group that you're all in with us together, and we can have our own little space to talk Disney, and also a way for us to support our infrastructure.
Yes, we're talking about trying to include the rest of the community that's been built up around this in the weekly operating costs that we have for us to be able to keep providing the same or better quality podcasts. We even have YouTube videos because it was a request by some of our followers who have a hard time, they're hard of hearing, and they wanted to be able to see our lips. We've added that in, and we really take the feedback from our little family that we've built here, but because of that, it does add a little bit of extra cost to us. And since you guys have been so supportive in this journey, we wanted to allow you guys to understand where we're coming from on this and see if you'd be willing to still be part of this community and help support us to be able to keep providing this content to you.
Absolutely. And, you know, by all means, the show's not going to change.
Not at all.
Nothing is going to change. You don't have to contribute to continue watching the show. We're not paywalling anybody. We're not doing any of that. So don't worry about that. This is just if you feel like you would like to help us continue to support this channel and support the podcast and make it even better and even expand it. We have some ideas for YouTube projects that we want to kind of get into, and I think there's a lot to be done, and we would love to have your support and thoughts and feedback, not just monetary support, but thoughts and feedback as well, because we really want to take this a little bit further.
So we do have the different levels, and there are different little perks that go along with each of them. But like Ian said, they're not going to stop you from being able to still enjoy our podcast as it has been for over a year.
Yeah.
It just adds little extra perks to it, as you know, the different tiers I feel should. But if you feel like donating, any dollar amount is great. But check out the donation level area just to see if anything catches your eye.
Yeah, absolutely. And I should say our first goal is listed on the page, but I should say that it is also, we're trying to get into a better website, web hosting situation. It's my day job, so I know a decent amount about it, and we don't need a ton to get that going, but it'd be awesome to have that support, to get a little extra to kind of to boost our tech a little bit just for infrastructure. So that'd be really amazing.
So thank you so much for stopping on our page and, being part of our little podcast community.
Yeah.
We're still in awe by the amount of support that we've received and the following that we've got. So thank you sincerely from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to be the goofy nerds that we are. And thank you for stopping by our Patreon page.
Thanks.
And I hope y'all have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye, everybody.